the way I would look at it. I don't look at it like a reporter or media or looking for the angle or the storyline, and I mean that respectfully. You got to do your job, but I look at it like a coach and I say, wow, that kid must be really good for them to start him. And then when you turn on the tape, you look at him and you say, yeah, he is good. He's long, he's fast, he doesn't take sacks right now, and he creates, and he can make a lot of throws, so he's a very talented player.
Al, 0 sacks in 3 games for him.
Yeah.
#1 in the country. I mean, they played Alabama.
Sure.
Okay. What is it? Is it a 3-step drop routine?
No, I mean, some of it is.
Good.
Some of it is, though, but he's very good with his feet, so he'll slide in the pocket, he'll get rid of the ball. A couple times last week, Kent State brought tremendous pressure all game on him, and he just gets rid of the ball. He throws the ball out of bounds. He's very smart with the football. He's well coached, and it's been hard to get to. You're a big, strong, veteran offensive line, and a good running game, with Royster and Green and those guys. So it's, that's who they are. But they're also #1 in penalties against too. So and they're among the best on 3rd down on both sides of the ball. So that's the game. That's it. We just summed up the game. I mean, sacks, penalties, red zone and 3rd down. I mean, that's basically it.
It's your first road game, Al, the first of 3 in a row.
Yep.
How much more of a challenge is it to take a team on the road and win than it is to win at home?
I don't know. I mean, I hope we got past that point last year. I remember when we won our first road game. That was a big deal. And you guys have been with us the whole way, so you understand. But, that was a big deal to win on the road. And then we won on the road, and then everybody came in and said, hey, did you know you hadn't won on the road in X amount of years? And then you start laughing at it. And then we won multiple games on the road, and then that was a big deal. So, I mean, I hope we're to the point now we just go pack our bag and we just go play. And obviously it's a unique environment, but you know what? The next 3 games are very tough opponents in very unique environments, very good environments.
Coach, did you have to pump music in this week, or pump noise in, crowd noise in practice time?
Yeah, you always do. I mean, we got some other natural landscape though. We got the SEPTA thing. We got buses. We got some police cars that go through. So we got some. Even when we don't have the music on, we got some music.
Is that still hard to prepare a team to play in a 100,000 seat stadium? You just have to kind of do it, right?
You do. It's a challenge. When you get backed up in that end zone, it's a challenge. You got to really stay focused, and you got to be disciplined, and you got to execute. And you got to execute, without one of your senses. For most of them out there, they have to execute without one of their senses, and that's obviously they can't hear. So it is a challenge, and hopefully we're more mature and we can handle a little bit better. But that's the trick. And but if you lose your poise and you lose discipline and you can't hear, you're getting close to being in panic mode, and that's what happens.
It's been a real fine line now between 3-0 and 0-3. It's been a player or two every single game. What do you think has there been one thing you can point to as a difference to why you've been able to pull out each game you have?
It's going to continue to be. It's going to continue to be. We're playing 7 bowl teams, and that's been 7 postseason teams. That's been the theme since January. That we got a tough schedule, and it's going to continue to be. It's not going to be easy. I think we have some experience. Clearly, we're playing a lot of people now, and that hadn't been the case. So we have more depth, and hopefully we've learned. Part of my job is to make sure they learn from the mistakes of 2008 or 2007 and don't repeat them. So hopefully we're not going to repeat those mistakes in those situations, and hopefully our football intelligence, our FBI, has improved to the point where we can react in certain situations and execute under that pressure. So, but I don't think it's going to end anytime soon. I think there's going to be more of that.
Last week you mentioned something about you weren't exactly pleased with the heavy tight ends you had as to how they were performing. Did you see any upgrade in that this past week?
You mean the UConn game?
Yes.
I did. Keith Brown, I thought, played much better, played with better pad level. But we still have some talent there that we we need to get the talent to the game, you know what I mean? We're telling the players, bring your talent to the game. Some of those guys got to just relax and play a little bit better, you know, and they know who they are. I mean, but there's enough talent there. I'm not displeased with the talent pool. We just hadn't played as good as we can earlier, but I thought we made an improvement as a unit. Most particularly, I thought Keith Brown really played well because they put a big man out there at defensive end. Connecticut did, a kid that generally was lined up inside. They used a 295-pound guy they put out there, and that was a challenge all day. And I thought he really fought pretty hard.
Any clearer idea with Tribune in terms of?
Yeah, I think he's going to make it. I think he's going to be. He looks good, so I don't really have any. I don't have any medical report. You know, I think we're good.
Al, you mentioned Saturday with Bernard that he thought the biggest difference was that he wasn't. I think the analogy you used was he wasn't trying to hit home runs. He was trusting the line, hit singles and doubles before he broke that one. I mean, you feel good with where he is in his progress and then Saturday in terms of his rhythm and everything.
Yeah, it was better. It was better, and it wasn't easy. And it was a physical opponent, and he got banged up early. He got banged around. I mean, they went after him. So he became stronger as the game went on, but he didn't lose his poise and start making things up, and that's important. So hopefully he'll learn from that experience and know that if I just trust where the play is supposed to hit it front side. And I think Harry, you and I talked before the game about it. Just staying with the play and the design of the play, and the long ones will come. And it almost happened to a T in the game. So I hope he'll trust that.
Any more questions?
Guys, thank you
all
very
of our
much.
active players.